An appeal here at the Ontario courts this week to keep a violent stalker under supervision at CAMH has been denied, leaving the victim feeling completely unprotected and scared for her life.
She's shocked. She's horrified.
Bart Gajeski has been detained in CAMH's forensic unit since 2011, diagnosed with a rare and severe delusional disorder after being found not criminally responsible on charges of forcible confinement and assault. He had been stalking Catherine Newman, a well-known Toronto designer, since he met her on the job back in 2003. From there, the obsession and violence escalated.
Neighbors came out and saw this huge man dragging her up the street. He was arrested by the police, and the police executed a search warrant in his home, and they found duct tape, zip ties that were loaded, ready to be used to tie someone up, X-Acto knives, and paper throughout his apartment was pictures of blonde women that looked like Catherine.
So it was essentially an abduction kit.
It wasn't entirely. It was an abduction kit. It may have been worse. No one knows.
The Ontario Review Board recently granted the 45-year-old man unaccompanied passes to leave CAMH for as long as 7 days, while at the same time acknowledging his delusions towards Catherine and her father continued.
The doctors, believe it or not, are prepared to rely on a man who's been harboring delusions for over a decade, who's not engaged in any meaningful treatment, and is being forced to take antipsychotic medications, and they're prepared to rely on his word that he'll act lawfully. And this is just an example, as I say, of CAMH saying, we're doing our job. We've gone from maximum to security. Now we've got him into the community.
The Ontario Review Board becomes the judge for those found not criminally responsible. When deciding privileges, a panel of experts looks at 4 things. Are you at risk to members of the public? How is your mental health now? How well integrated into society are you? And do you have any other needs that should be considered? When we brought these concerns to CAMH, we were told in a statement CAMH's position on this matter was set out clearly in its written materials filed with the court, and we will follow the direction of the Court of Appeal. What kind of protections is Catherine being offered, if any?
None. They won't provide Catherine the license plate of the car that this man's driving under privacy. The issue in this case isn't if he's going to act out and try to harm Catherine or her father again. The only issue is when.
Now, another part of the appeal that was approved this week is that Gajeski cannot be within 500 meters of the victim and her father. Outside the Ontario courthouse, Shauna Hunt, City News.